Mityana North. I've just submitted my papers to show my interest to be the next member of parliament for Mityana North. For a long time, Mityana North people have been crying because we don't have service. The roads are bad. There's no service that's going on. So I decided to come out and stand as a member of parliament for Mityana North. Another thing, as I look at the nation, there is a lot of chaos in the parliament, the laws that are being passed now. So I decided to come out to stand for my people in Mityana North constituency.
What do you think that is lacking that you have to do, or you're going to do when you enter parliament?
First of all, when you look at the members of parliament, like the member of parliament in my constituency, whatever is not always there to represent our people in the parliament. And another thing, he has not given us service in Mityana North. He has not represented us because one of the work of the member of parliament is representation. He has not been able to represent us well. Another thing, when he's in the parliament, the laws that are being passed, that like recently they passed a law about the army, the civilians to be taken in the army court. He supported that, and I cannot support that. So, another thing, we have to fight for the rule of law in our country. But rule of law is not there. Our people are being abducted. Our people are being put in prison. There are a lot of things that are happening. So that's why I've come out to come and stand for my people.
Lastly, we have a lot of political parties here in Uganda. Why did you choose the National Unity Platform as your political party? I chose the National Unity Platform because it represents my ideology. When I looked at the ideology of the NUP, it's the ideology that I stand for because it stands for the rule of law, it stands for the people of Uganda, and it stands for the human rights. But human rights are being violated in our country. That's why I chose NUP. I also support President Robert Kyagulanyi, and I want him to be the next president of Uganda. And I believe if he becomes the next president of Uganda, things are going to change in our country. Thank you.
Bishop, maybe the last one. The president, Yoweri Museveni, has said it time and again that religious leaders should not engage in politics, shouldn't make any comments. What brings a man of God like how you're dressed, and what are your words for him?
The Bible says in Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2, it says, when the righteous rule, people rejoice. But when evil men rule, people cry. That's why people cry. That's why people cry. That's why you see the pride who are ruling a country. Then God came out as a man of God, a God-fearing man, to come and stand and bring rule of law and the fear of God in our nation so that we can respect life in our nation.
Okay. My name for Mr. Kapere photos, I'm 35. My home, Machinje West, Nachinyugos. Name Mr. Kapere Mbuse, you can. This is my form. And this one, my form. For people, for matching the West, for looking me, Mundeke, the Mundeke that refuse. Mundeke.
abantu bemachindi ngo tuse mu kanso kichogendo bakolera ekisembayo mu luzungu nguli mu kanso mu luzungu ekisembayo ekisembayo abantu bemachindi mu luzungu kuba kanso lusibogera oluzungu.
Machindi West is good for closing the
Lord.
The Black Rose.
No.
Lord. Rose.
Lord.
Chief Lord.
Yes.
Lord. Lord is a matching. Lord is good.
Yes, nkulamusizaako nnyo muganda wange weebale kwekuumira ku Uganda One Media mukutu gwa byamawulire. Obutambi bw'enkulaze akatambi akasoose ka musajja mukulu munnaddiini Bishop Tomusange William oyo nno musajja w'Emityana nga we twogerera ajja kuba nti nno ate yeesimbawo Mityana North okugenda maaso n'okuba nti nno ate akiikira abantu beeyo nga Member of Parliament. Naye nga musajja mukulu ono ekifo ky'ayagala okuba nti nno ate ajjamu kirimu munna NRM amanyikiddwako nga Muhammad Shibeedi wabula ng'ono nja kugamba nti amasannyalaze ge galabika nga gabulamu, so musajja mukulu yandiba n'enkizo ey'amaanyi okulaba nti nno ate akalulu kano ajja kukawangula. Ate akatambi akazeeko ke kalaga musajja mukulu ono kennyininyini gw'olaba ayogera kapere Rufotose. Musajja mukulu oyo ayakuba nti nno ate ajja nga road councillor mu Makindye West. Abantu b'e Makindye West musajja mukulu kapere Rufotose mumulabiranga ddala bannange, endabika si yeeraga omuntu kyali wabula entegera wamu n'enjogera kye kiraga omuntu kyali. So musajja mukulu temwandamayininga, mugezese ebirowoozo bye mulabe ate ekkula erimuvaamu. Musajja munnankyukakyuka, musajja munna struggle. Makindye West, kapere Rufotose, road councillor.
Nsonga z'obufumbo olina omwami naye ng'akutawaanya, olina omukyala ng'akutawaanya, bajja ne bakwagalako ne bagenda. Gwe alina ebizibu mu byenfuna nga ssente zikuyita mu ngalo, w'oteeka ssente zifa bufi, b'owola tebazza. Gwe aloota ng'ogwa mu nnyanja, gwe alumizibwa omutwe nga guganja okuwona, naawe aloota ng'ebintu bikozesa ensonga z'obufumbo. Nina ekifo ku mugga awali amayinja wennyambululirako ebisiraani, ekikwa, ekifiiriza, omudibo, obutaganja, obutaweebwa. Nzijanjaba abantu ab'enzikiriza zonna, nsiŋŋaanibwa njeru ku lw'ejjinja. Gwe njagala kuba ku nnamba yange eyo, naawe ali ewala ennyo yita ku WhatsApp.